start off with tempo squats. Actually did 245 and 265 before going up to 285. Didn't record those first two sets. So anyway, I've just been trying to address a couple of the technical issues that I've been having with my squat, like my hip shooting up too early, which is throwing my bar path off. And I'm not sure if I've explained why you would use tempo squats. You are breaking the eccentric-concentric chain. You're obviously eliminating the stretch reflex with such a slow movement. And forcing yourself to stay tight throughout the whole movement because you have a whole lot more time under tension. So as you can see, even with Antonia screwing up the count in the first rep, this moved pretty well, so I decided to go on up to 300. Had the option, range from 290 to 300. And again, because that set, wasn't bad at all, and decided to push it up to 300, which, as you can see, I get for about an 8.5 RP. And then, this isn't a PR. I've done as much as 315 for a set of 3 tempo squats in the past. But, again, there is plenty more squatting to come, so I'm pretty happy with that, the way this went. Although the third rep got kind of ugly, I did find myself, trying to, push my knees back out. So I was caving in a little bit. I kind of fell forward a little bit too much, as you can see there. But, overall, still able to finish the rep pretty easily. So from there, move on to, regular squat doubles. Starting off with 315, which, again, felt pretty easy. Should be pretty easy, considering, the kind of weights I am lifting. So the idea here, last week, was something like 290, 315, 330. Now it's 315, 330, and then, one last heavier double. It's up to me, as you can see. Again, 315 moved pretty well. So certainly 330 would be no problem. And again, going up to 330 for a double. Nothing close to maximal, though. After all those tempo squats, a lot of volume, I am feeling pretty fatigued at this point. Some schedule changes left me running on very little sleep, so I am pretty tired by this point. Not to make any excuses, but again, these doubles aren't necessarily fresh, so I wasn't necessarily expecting to hit a PR here. Just get some quality work after those tempo squats. So 330. I put this at about an 8.5, which was around the same as last week. So, 8.5, maybe even closer to 8 than 9. So definitely knew I had at least 10 more pounds in me. As you can see, first rep moved pretty well. Second rep, I do hit a little bit of a sticking point, but still able to finish the rep easily. So decided to go up to 340. And this isn't quite a PR. I think my best double is 345, and actually I've been able to triple 340. But again, with all the fatigue and everything, I wasn't sure I could expect a lot more than this. The first rep moves pretty well, all things considering. Second kind of did break down a little bit more than I like. Knees caving in, hips rising. It did feel good to be able to grind through it, since grinding through lifts isn't something that I'm particularly good at. Anyway, from there, moved on to sumo deadlifts, worked up to 385. Yeah, actually, I was checking back in my log. I've done 380 for 3 sets of 3, but I don't think I've actually hit 385 for a triple, so this felt pretty good, especially considering one, it's a stiff bar, not a deadlift bar. I also am feeling a lot better about my form lately. As you can see, I'm not yanking the bar off the ground. I'm keeping my knees out, keeping my back relatively flat. Could be better, but overall, this moved pretty well. I had plenty in the tank, so that's that.